What's up everyone, Blade here, and welcome back to another video of Persona 5X. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be going over the 3.2 Valentine's special stream, in which I did not stream it today mainly because I overslept, but I did watch the whole thing. So if you guys are interested in this, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It really does help me out quite a lot. We're trying to get to 20k before the anniversary for CN, TW, and KR P5X. So if any of you guys are able to, of course, help me out, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share it around. Really will mean a lot to me. But let's get straight into the video. So as many of you guys already know, in 3.2, the Valentine's update, it was already going to be a huge thing here, and I wasn't expecting too much because it was a half patch. With this in mind, of course, we do have a lot of things to at least cover over today, including some things about Matoi, seeing that she is finally coming out with this update. So around negative 59.17 here, we got a little bit more of a look on Matoi here, which was pretty dang cool. We had a whole trailer, but mainly it was the summary. So for a lot of you guys who don't know exactly what Matoi does here, we do have a lovely summary to help you guys out. And let me find it right here. Boom. Where this character is a debuffer. Alright, she's able to, of course, debuff multiple weakened enemies, and then of course making her very versatile, as they say here. She also can do different additional effects, which are going to be like the technicals. Now her technicals aren't like normal technicals here. She's going to be really helpful for CNY Ren. I know a couple people have asked, is On good enough for these technicals? No, this is primarily going to focus on CNY Ren. So of course, if you want the best out of her, then you're going to need to go ahead and get those two together. Now, going ahead and checking out the next part here, we have the buffs. Now, I'm not going to go into all these little skills and stuff because we all pretty much know what she does at this point. If you don't, obviously I have different videos on the on the channel, so you guys can check them out. But what I want to look at is the buffs here. So we have a lot of the buffs, and I'm going to see if I can remove the, no, I can't. Okay, well, a lot of buffs here. I'm not sure how good they really are. We have the A0 called Smothering Agony, in which now some of her skills and highlights can activate ice technicals. That was normal as usual, but the new thing is they're also able, whenever you're dealing ice damage, ignore ice resistance. Now this is pretty interesting. It's trying to push forward more of the ice related content or ice related characters here, but other than that, I don't really see much going on with that A0, especially with the ice resistance. It's pretty okay, but nothing too crazy. Then we have the talent that ended up getting a buff as well, called Biting Cold. Whenever she is present, she increases damage taken to foes inflicted with a freeze by 27%. Alongside of this, she increases the damage taken to foes with Icebound by 27%. Now, Icebound is another one of her functions here, which you guys should be able to see on the screen here. I'm pretty sure what they're talking about when it does come down to it is more of the Ice Seal, is what they're trying to say about. Ice Seal, if it is the same thing as Icebound, I'm pretty positive it's not going to be too crazy. Now, if it is like Ice Burn or one of them, then that might be a little bit different. But until I'm able to see in game what the heck Icebound really is, because of course there are some terminology that has changed a little bit, obviously we will not know. But if it's Ice Seal, it's not really gonna help out all too much, which is obviously gonna be a interesting one here. We'll probably figure it out a little bit more. All right, now we are going over the next few buffs here, being with the skill 1. Skill 1 got a little bit of a buff here, and with all of that lovely text here, the main thing that was added is when an ally attacks a foe whose defense has been decreased by the skill, it increases technical precision by 195, which is going to be great because then that means we're going to be able to deal a lot more damage with our technicals. Alongside with the technical precision here, instead of it being at a base of 976, it is now at 1186, which is always great to see. Then we have the skill 2, which I don't know why we actually got this buff because we're probably never going to use it anyways. Skill 2, it deals ice damage, of course, all this lovely thing, and it can activate a nice technical. Well, whenever we have Deep Freeze and is activated, instead of it being a 43.9% chance to inflict the Icebound, it is now a 48%. Now, this skill 2 just confirmed what I thought it was. So on skill 2 right here, we have Ice Seal. Ice Seal is something that you can apply to enemies and pretty much just keep them locked down, right? They can't do any moves, they can't do anything like that. It would seem to be pretty decent, but unfortunately, one, that's still a low percentage, and two, Icebound does not affect bosses. It only affects lower enemies and specific ones at that. So it's nothing too crazy. Once again, these are very minimum buffs here, so nothing too interesting to see with that. Then we have the highlights, where of course she has all her lovely text, but she also is able to activate a nice technical. Whenever she has Deep Freeze, and if it's activated, she has a 28% chance to inflict Icebound. That was the original. Well, the 32% is now what it went to. Once again, Icebound is not crazy. I guess it makes it a little bit better for some of the smaller enemies that you have to fight, but other than that, it's just not really a crazy buff, if you ask me. Now we're gonna go ahead and look at the Thieves Secrets, which was at 42 here. Pretty much we have this lovely event. Obviously, if you guys have not been taking advantage of the secret shop when it does come down to Thieves Secrets, you want to, because you get a lot of goodies out of it. It's going to provide a decent bit of different items while also getting us gems, so that's always great. Then we have the Valentine's story schedule. Now this took place at 2654, which they did a lot of yapping here, but we can see throughout here we are able to progress through the story, clear boss battles, which will be a battle based Valentine's event. I'll get into that a little bit more. We're able to do the other event that increases our Valentine's points to actually do the side stories. And then later down the line, as the time does happen here, you'll be able to go on your dates with your Valentines here. If they reach 100 points, you'll be able to receive special gifts from them to confess your feelings and then complete the entire special mission later down the line. So you have some things to look forward to. But to go ahead and show you guys in depth of what's going to be happening here, we have the event story. It's going to look something like this, where you'll be able to have a certain amount of points and you can go ahead and look through these event stories. Now, I do think some of them do unlock via days here. It says episode 1 through 3, of course, are going to be unlocked on February 13th. And then episode 4 is going to be unlocked on the 26th. So there are going to be time gated ones, as you can see. I think the first 3, as you can see, is only going to be on the 13th. So that should be out tomorrow, while the other one is going to take a while. So look forward to that. Then we have the next part, which is the battle event here. The battle event is pretty simple. You're going to have your different little quest lines that you got to do, or your different little challenges, objectives that you need to do. As you see, you want to make sure no allies are KO'd. You're able to clear within 20 actions, and you use, of course, 25 or more Choco Power. Now, do all of this, of course, you get all the little roses, meaning all of the challenges are complete, and you get your first time clear rewards. Then if we go ahead and continue going here, I really don't think I have to talk too much about this here. Mainly the Valentine's Day points, which I'm trying to remember where I placed that marker. Here it is. We have the side story, which these are going to be all the side story for all the girls. Once you get a certain amount of little Valentine's Day points, you're able to hang out with them for a certain chapter to unlock. You get gems for it. You get obviously different things for it. And this is where a lot of people are going to try to question their morals a little bit. Yes, this will lead into their whole, like, what's it called? Confession scene, or either their chocolate giving scene. Now, this won't hurt any of your synergies whatsoever if you decide to, of course, max all of them out. It is going to give you a special scene with each one of them, which you will be able to do all of them. So don't worry, you're not going to miss out on any gems or anything like that. You just have to redo the mission over and over, and eventually you'll get all the chocolates, while you'll also get all of their gems. So that's always good to see. Though, do understand, you will get beat up by the end of it. So keep that in mind. It's just part of the event at this point. Then after all of this lovely stuff here, I think the thing that we need to pay attention to was at 1324, which 1324 here, if we go ahead and check that on out, we should have the puzzle event. This puzzle event will give you various different amounts of course, gems by putting in the puzzle pieces. Once you get all the puzzle pieces, you get all the gems. Nothing too crazy. We then end up having the next thing that is actually a weird one, and that's the summer banners. Now, this is going to be something that I feel like a lot of people are going to be angry about, because we were expecting a summer rerun, or like we were expecting a super rerun that was going to be all the female characters in general. Granted, it's still 2 of the best female characters in there that was kind of expected to be there. But the problem with this is a lot of us were expecting to see Cord again, or we were maybe expecting to see Futaba, Haru, some of those characters that were inside of the female super rerun. Instead of those being the problem or being in there, it is only these two. So I mean, like, kind of weird to see that happening. I mean, if we maybe got our hopes up, that's our own fault at the same time, but still, I don't think this was a interesting move on their part to release this banner. But you guys let me know how y'all feelings on this. Are y'all happy for this banner release, or would you rather have a total female Valentine's Day banner? Let me know down below. And then we have the next one being the Tabby Cats, which is my, oh wait, I actually skipped one. My bad. I almost skipped one of my bullet points. Psycho Fate is back, so now we're able to go ahead and do our revolution cards here, or revelation cards. So if you guys have not made your revelation cards for your characters, obviously this will help you make 2 perfect ones, which are going to be great. I'm using this for the twins because they are one of my DPSs, if not my main DPS. So I will be making them 2 busted cards to at least keep them in the frame. Then we have the Tabby Cat. That's going to be happening with their event, meaning more gems for us. Obviously, you guys have done this once before. Various different missions, you get these little tin cans. Every day he walks on this little map and it goes on exploration, and you're able to go ahead and get a ton of gems for it. Pretty dang cool. Then we have the login events. This login event obviously is giving you 1 platinum ticket every day, which is always good. So be sure to log in every day to get this. And lastly, which is actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be, we get the compensation. Now compensation, instead of our normal just gems that we end up getting, as always, we end up getting 10 platinum tickets, 10 milli coins, and 10 gold tickets. So be sure to claim these, use them wisely. It's going to be freaking awesome to at least get our hands on them and see what we can get. But that's everything that I really wanted to cover today. You guys let me know how y'all feel about the stream. I personally think it was kind of on the mid spectrum because we did not hear anything about Phoebe, of course. I just don't want to be a little bit of a downer, but I want to know exactly what you guys think about this. Are you excited for the update, or did you find it satisfactory? Rate it 1 out of 10. Right now I'm sitting at a good maybe 5 or 6, but we'll end up seeing that. But till next time, everybody, thanks for watching and peace out.